guys, welcome back to our channel, Retired and Loving It. Today, we're taking a tour of the Ryman Auditorium. I'm Terry.
And I'm Keith.
And this is where the Grand Ole Opry used to be before they built the new building. So let's go on the tour. This is the Ryman Auditorium, also known as the Grand Ole Opry House. If it looks like a church, it's because it began as Union Gospel Tabernacle. The Ryman Auditorium is named after Thomas Ryman, a Nashville businessman who owned several saloons in the area. There was a tent revival going on, and Mr. Ryman was determined to go up there and stop this because it was hurting his business. However, when he went to the tent revival, he got saved, became a Christian, and joined the Christian movement there in Nashville. They thought the Ryman Auditorium would be a perfect place to host the Grand Ole Opry. The first show was broadcast there on June the 5th, 1943, and a show was broadcast there nearly every week for the next 31 years. When the new Grand Ole Opry building was built, they took some boards from the front of the stage of this building and put it on the stage of the new building so that a little piece of the Ryman Auditorium would be at the Grand Ole Opry. They first took us into a room and we watched a movie about the history of the Ryman Auditorium. Then they took us on a backstage tour. We saw a lot of interesting things. We were not allowed to videotape, and we were only allowed to take a few photographs. They had a lot of displays in the back of the auditorium that were encased in glass from the people who used to perform there. When they opened the Ryman Auditorium up for public tour, they built an addition onto the back of the building. You no longer enter through the front entrance because there is hardly any room for people to gather. It's just a small hallway. So they built onto the back so it has a big main entrance. This was such an interesting tour. If you're ever in Nashville, be sure and check out the Ryman Auditorium. Performing at the Grand Ole Opry was a rite of passage for a lot of performers. Thanks so much for joining us today. What an interesting tour.
Guys, thank you so much for going along with us today. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and press that subscribe button right over here. Give this video a big thumbs up, and please share these videos with your friends.
We'll see you next time on Retired
and Loving It.